A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back again to the channel, back to let you know some of the stories making the rounds at this moment. So, guys, there's a couple of updates that I wanted to let you guys know, and I'm going to start with the unfortunate events that happened yesterday night in the WAFU Zone B competition, where the Nigerian under 20 men's team lost 1 goal to 0 against Ivory Coast. It was a very it was a heartbreaking match for the Nigerian team because uh, the goal was conceded in the 90 plus 3 minutes. An extra 5 minutes was added after 90 minutes, and then they conceded in the third minute of the extra time, which was obviously crushing, for the team. But at the end of the day, I think Ivory Coast deserve champions. They are worthy champions. Especially when you look at the trajectory throughout the competition. They've not been defeated by any team so far. They won every single game, no draws, no losses. So obviously, it's a well-deserved victory, for them to cap that one off. Even though the final came with a little bit of luck, being that they scored, during that time that they scored. But again, for the under 20, it's not going to be it's not going to be the final straw for them, because obviously they still have their eyes set on the World Cup under 20 category coming up later this year. So obviously the focus is now going to be shift towards that one, and then the coach is going to make sure to prepare the boys well and perfect all of the other areas that they've been lacking on. But moving away, guys, from that one, the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who's currently handling the home base Super Eagles, has now released his final 23-man squad to play in the Chan competition coming up on 2nd of August. And in this squad, it's really exciting. All of the most exciting, all the most quality players in the MPFL have been listed, except the ones that are not eligible to play. The ones that have now secured a move outside of the local MPFL league, and we're talking about the likes of Papa Daniel, who recently signed for a Slovenian club. Uh, who goes by the name Celje. That's the name. So he signed a 4-year contract with this Slovenian club and has become the seventh Nigerian to join the club. He's only 23 years old and has really, shown his quality as a youngster in the MPFL league. We've seen him become consistent over the last season, scoring 4 goals and creating 3 assists, and then that also made him to get a call up into the national team from Coach Eric Chelle. But right now he's going to be out of this list that have now been brought out by the coach. As you can see on the screen, the list is very star-studded. We have in the goalkeeping area, we have 3 goalkeepers being invited. Henry Ozemena being one of the guys invited, and then defenders, we have a couple of quality defenders. Sadiq Ismail of Remo Stars is leading that defensive line. Of course, in the midfield area, we have the likes of Alex Oyowa, Adidayo Olamilekan, and the rest of them. And then attacking areas, Siriku Alimi, the prolific goal scorer for Remo Stars, is leading the lines for this one. We have 23 players who have been invited, and for me, looking at this list, I'm thinking we have ourselves the best of the NPFL. So it's going to be interesting to see, how they go out and perform under Coach Eric Chelle, but also it's still going to be interesting to see how Coach Eric Chelle is going to get the best out of these guys and, utilize them in the different formations that he will hopefully be intending to. Of course, the formation and the strategy for Coach Eric Chelle is also expected to be some sort of like test strategies formation, especially when it comes to how he's going to help bring that experience into the Super Eagles of Nigeria when we play our qualifying games in September. So in total, uh, we have like eight Ramo Stars players in this list, which obviously goes to show you that Remo Stars is like the Barcelona of MPFL. But at the end of the day, the coach is just going to select the best players that will represent and get the best results. But let's move away from that, guys, and let's talk about TOSIN Adarabioyo, who is currently chilling in Nigeria. For the first time in his life, he decided to come to his motherland, Nigeria, to experience the culture, to meet with the people, to meet with family and friends, who are back home here. So obviously those went really well, and also he wanted to attend his uh, the match, the final match of the project that he is building in Nigeria using young children, training them in the sports. So while Tosin Adarabioyo was watching the Adarabioyo Youth Cup yesterday, uh, in fact, after the match, he was asked a couple of questions by journalists, and one of the most important question being that when are you going to play for the super? When are you going to decide? If you're coming to play for the Super Eagles or playing for England. And his response to that was still kind of vague, and still leaves us in the dark as regards what he wants to do. But according to him, he said it's something I still think about. We'll see in the nearest future. Hopefully, and I'll start to make a decision. It's just something that has obviously been in the topic for many years now since I've become a professional footballer. So that is what he said, and he's still not wanting to let the cat out of the bag concerning where he's going to play. And then for the experience that he's received so far coming to Nigeria, I said that as soon as you touch down and you step off the plane, you automatically feel that calmness, that you're at home. You breathe the air, you just feel it feels very special. So that is what he said. When he was speaking with Arise TV. But I mean, all the best to this young man. Nigerians are really impatient, regarding Tosin coming to play for us. For me, I've been saying it on this channel that I think Tosi uh, playing for the Super Eagles or being one of the options, for our defense is going to be a very, very needed, inclusion, a very needed addition. Obviously, he has the quality, so for me, I think he will be a good addition to the national team.